we're gonna show you how I introduce the queen here. I got the queen right here in this cage. Let's not have her in the sun for long. These pretty little Pendel queens, Italian Cordobans. Alright, so these 4 nick boxes here with the straps on them. Not the blue one, but the other 4. The splits we maybe just brought them up. You can see they escaped the tape on that one and got out a little bit, but these are the splits we made up at the farm. Now, if you'll see, I've got these tops turned upside down here. Got a queen right here. Tops turned upside down, and I have the bottom entrance taped. I would not do that. They've got to have ventilation. This is only about a 15-minute drive from there to here. If I was going to have them in the vehicle more than just maybe 30 or at the most an hour, probably more than about 20 or 30 minutes, so I would figure out a different way to do it. Maybe use a screen or something so they could have ventilation, because it's critical that they have ventilation. Plus we put the top down on the back of the truck. We rolled that tarp over it, and so they weren't in the sun. But there is a danger of them, especially when it's hot, suffocating, so you don't want to leave them taped up like this very long. So we're going to show you how I introduce the queen here. I got the queen right here in this cage. Let's not have her in the sun for long. These pretty little Pendel queens, Italian Cordobans. And I'm going to probably go in that far away box over there, and we'll just introduce them real quick right over there. Very easy to introduce queens in these. You see it's got the candy in the end right here. And if you set them in here on these frames, there's a space in these particular kind of boxes. There's an upper entrance, there's a space you can just set the cage in there basically. And the bees will release the queens. So it's a nice split here, lots of bees. Just smash a couple here. So I'm just going to lay her in here. I want to lay her so she's not right up underneath the feeder in case we need to feed them. Lay her right there, like that. Check once you come in a little closer, and you can see the bees will probably fairly quickly. They're starting to show some interest in her. Now these bees have been in these boxes probably an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some aggressive behavior, but they actually don't seem to be very aggressive. But I'll just leave this cage sitting right here like this, and within a day or two, at most 3, they'll have this queen released. They'll eat the candy away from this end, they'll start feeding her, and she's going to be released and she'll be in good shape. It has worked really well this way. Now if you look in this hive over here, we did replace this queen yesterday with one of these Pendel queens, and it doesn't have the same type of top. So I'll show you how I did it. Check the progress here and see how it's going. Not a lot of bees in this hive. You see they've eaten through most of the candy here with her. This hive is really not in very good shape. It might even go out, but hopefully this queen can help save them. But they've been eating the candy. They've got it mostly eaten out there. So I'm concerned there aren't many bees in here. We might have to add some more bees in here later somehow. Well, that's kind of how I do it there. I just kind of put it between the frames and press them down. And they've about got her released in there. All right, so that's it. And see them showing interest here. They'll have her out of there in a day or 2 probably. Okay. All right, here's Chuck introducing some queens here. He's already put them in these. We've moved these from up in Ozark, these 6, kind of the pink color. One of the brown on the end there came from a different location, but these other ones, see how he's putting them in there, just see the queen in there. And now the idea is that those bees will, like I said before, just eat out that candy and release her. So in a couple days they should have her released and she should be taken over. Cool. Really carefully put the lid on, try not to kill any of them if possible. Every once in a while you have to say, you know, there's a few here or there that die, but I think old Chuck's learned a thing or two the last couple of days, ain't you, Chuck?
Oh yeah, had a blast doing it too.
It's really quiet. For it to be July, it's a pretty pleasant day, isn't it, Chuck? It's not too hot today. It's definitely warm, but it's, you know, we got sun, we got a little breeze blowing. It's really not too bad though. Oh, those are a little bit coming on out. You actually have that lid on backwards. Flip it around, there you go. Entrance forward. They're boiling out pretty good. Of course, we haven't released the bottom entrance either. We probably ought to do that. That one is loaded with bees. You can see we got plenty in that split. They ought to just jam. What we'll probably do is let these go here for the next maybe couple of weeks. Good job, Chuck. Very gentle. I don't know if you did a good job not killing bees there. Then go probably for a couple of weeks, and if the queens get released, and if they take over and do well, these jokers will probably be ready to stack in their box on. We may feed them some to help them build out their comb. If I got enough nuke boxes, I'll probably just double stack them or else put them in 10-frame boxes.
Yeah, they're going on her quick.
Yep. Yeah, they're really not acting aggressive towards these queens. I haven't really seen any of these queens yet.
No, they're liking her.
I just think that these are some really, hopefully going to be some really good queens with some strong pheromones. That's my theory anyway. Yeah, good job. Very careful. I don't think
Can't hurt the money makers.
So this is how I do it. It's how we've done it this time. Of course, there's a lot of ways to do this. And a lot of ways that work. This time of the year, usually I always like to have good strong splits, but this time of the year especially, with it being kind of late in the season, this summer.
Go on her.
Yeah, they're jumping right on her. I like to make sure the splits are good and strong, because the bees just don't need to struggle. They need to be able to just not skip a beat. It also helps decrease the population of some of the bigger hives and gives them room to continue to grow if they've got a lot of brood. So we'll see how it turns out. So right here, right now, we've got, between yesterday and today, we've got 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 up here. And we took 4 up. Those are 2 of those up there are for a friend. The blue boxes over there. I don't know if you can even see them. One's with the center box on top. Our friend of mine out at the Satsuma farm, we split 2 of his. That's probably the original Mean Bees videos that I did. We split 2 hives out there for him. They want to get back up to 5, so we're going to try and do that. So anyway, it's been successful so far. We got 1 queen left. I got a little weak hive down at Lake Patty Sioux. We'll see if we can put her in there, if we can find that queen, and then we'll have all 20 queens in their new homes, and we'll see what the acceptance rate is. Hopefully it will go well. He's taking all the tape off the bottom entrance. We're getting them strapped or taped together to make sure they don't pull the book tip off. Once again, I talked about earlier today, if you're going to tape them and seal them up so they don't get much ventilation, you cannot leave them that way for very long. You got to make sure that it's just, you know, you get them some ventilation if you got to take them for a long distance. But got a lot of bees in these things, and it'll take them a while to get settled in. I mean, some of these bees are just kind of trying to get oriented. So I imagine, you know, pretty quickly they'll settle in, and most of them will be in the box. Now, if they're bearding like this a week from now, then we'll maybe have to go ahead and add another box on top. We'll see what we got. All right, that's it. Looks like splits are pretty much done for this go around with these Pendel queens. Been fun with Chuck. We're gonna do a couple more things today, but the splits are complete. All right, if you look in the background, you see some of the nukes we split off. It's been a busy couple of days. Here's Chuck right here. His first 2 days ever in bees, as far as I know. And Chuck, tell us a little about your experience. What you know, kind of what you think about all this.
I had a great time. It's been fun. We started out doing the splits yesterday, and we got them into the nuke boxes today. Got the queens in them. Great experience, great information. Just lets me know I want to do bees, and I'm just into it. It's fantastic.
I think he's caught the bug, so to speak. We're gonna finish up this video. It's been a good time. It's been great having Chuck help me. We've gotten things done a lot more efficiently than I normally would. He picked up on it pretty quick and was able to just actually do some of the splits today, get some of them in these nukes, and just, you know, we cut our time way down as opposed to what it would take me to do it by myself. So I appreciate it, Chuck.
It's no problem. It was fun. I enjoyed
Thanks,
it.
man. Yeah, we'll probably recruit you some more as time goes on.
I look forward to the next time.
All right, man. We're going to close it off here. And thanks for watching, guys. On to the next video.